My dear viewers, hello and welcome to a new episode of our program Cultural Magazine, during which we bring you the latest cultural events that are taking place in Egypt. Please stay tuned. The cultural movement that is taking place in the whole world is acting as a link or a bridge that is linking the countries to each other. Let's watch the following segment.
Celebrating 116 years of the Egyptian-Serbian diplomatic relations, the Serbian Culture Days kicked off at the Cairo Opera House, which was inaugurated by Her Excellency the First Lady of Serbia, His Excellency Ambassador of Serbia to Egypt and his spouse, accompanied by Professor Ahmed Hanno, the Minister of Culture, Dr. Lamia Zayed, the Chairman of the Cairo Opera House, high-ranks officials, and diplomats. The opening ceremony of the Serbian Culture Days included an exhibition for paintings which showed the heritage of Serbia.
With the Serbians, of course, it's a very important start for us because we have the common history and tradition, even the basics and the foundation for the cooperation in the past, which we hope in the near future we expand to more cooperation between the two nations. In the political ways, of course, and the culture and artistic way. Actually, the Ministry of Culture have this wide ambition, target, and project to expand our knowledge and cultural influence through the whole region and the world, of course, to extend this reflection through European countries and of course in Asia, because these are for us the logical and geographical and historical expand for us as Egyptians, of course. So I do promise you, I do promise all the audience, of course, in the near future to have this kind of cooperation and expanding our culture, because this is our destiny for Egyptians. And we have the target, we have the ambition, and we know how to do it.
It's a great pleasure for me to be in Egypt again. This is my fourth visit, and so far I had the opportunity to visit, apart from Cairo, Sharm el-Sheikh and Luxor. And every time when I come here, you welcome me with really heart and arms wide open. and that's why I feel here at home. I so far came every time here for business, let's say, for attending the conferences, but I don't feel like I work here because the atmosphere is so positive and amicable that I enjoy every second of my visit. This year we're celebrating 116th anniversary of our diplomatic relations, and these diplomatic relations are very friendly and traditional and very solid, and they are elevated to a level of strategic partnership. 2 years ago we had a great opportunity and privilege to host President of Egypt Al-Sisi in our country, and this year we have a return visit of the President of Serbia, Aleksandar Vučić, my husband, and we're looking forward to it and signing many agreements during the visit. Among these agreements is one of the most important one, and that's free trade agreement. I would like to just use this opportunity to say that many Serbian people come here and they like to spend their vacation in Egypt, but I would like also to invite all the people from Egypt to visit Serbia. Although we are a landlocked country, we have many beautiful places to see, from vivid, very lively city, a real metropolis, which is Belgrade, to calmer areas like beautiful mountains, beautiful nature, or spas, or some archaeological and cultural and historical sites.
Also, the program included an exhibition showcasing a number of positions of the First Lady, the spouse of the late Serbian President Tito. The program maintained with a performance for Kolo, the Serbian national ensemble for folk dances and songs, an addition of a performance for the Egyptian Reda folk dances troupe.
We are honored to be here and to be part of this major event for both countries, and we feel really welcomed really beautiful in your country, and tonight's show showing culture of Egypt and Serbia is outstanding. We are also very grateful to be here, especially because Egypt is such an ancient country, but also growing and becoming such a modern place, but still celebrating heritage. We also do it in Serbia, so I think that we mutual agreements for the future will help economy from the both sides, and definitely I think that we can expect bright future between our and your country. Well, Serbia is very rich with the nature, with very warm and very welcomed people. We are a very fast-growing economy at the moment, thanks to our government, thanks to our President Aleksandar Vučić, and we are also honored to be here with the First Lady of Serbia, Tamara Vučić. So those are the main aspects of the country that we are really we are cheerful, and we are so happy and grateful for this period of our lives, that we can really be proud and we can really enjoy our country, and especially Belgrade, the capital city, which is growing so fast and the economy is blowing.
الحقيقة ده نشاط رائع اللي هو الأسابيع الثقافية المصرية الصربية.
إبراهيم غزالة.
بتبقى فرصة
غزالة.
جميلة إنه
Well, I got to say that Serbia is one of the countries that enjoys a beautiful nature and rich with heritage and culture, which I was affected by as a visual artist and painter while visiting. I'm really pleased about this ceremony, which is not only celebrating 116 years of Egyptian-Serbian relations, but also included a program that tickled art and heritage, showcasing the beauty of cultural exchange in bridging relations and connecting people from different nations. The Serbian Culture Week kicked off with a diverse program to showcase the rich Serbian culture, heritage and traditions on edition of celebrating 116 years of the Serbian-Egyptian relations. Shuru Bikir, Cultural Magazine.
The Cairo Opera House plays a significant role in the cultural movement that is taking place in Egypt. Please stay tuned.
For the first time, the Cairo Opera House hosted the Greek National Ballet Company to present two diverse performances in cooperation with the Greek Embassy in Cairo and the Stavros Niarchos Foundation as part of its cultural exchange and to present the Greek art to the Egyptian nation. The first show, entitled Dancing with My Own Shadow, which came to light in 2019 and achieved great success at the Stavros Niarchos Hall. Its music was written by Manos Hiridages and was choreographed by Konstantinos Rigosi, which expresses the recognition of what happens in life and what a person carries forever.
We were very excited when we found out that we were coming to Egypt. For me personally, it was a dream of mine to come, so I think the energy through the company was very exciting when we found out, and that gave us the motivation to really push hard and work in rehearsals. We have had a very busy season, so we had to rehearse the pieces that we're performing tonight and tomorrow in quite a short amount of time. But we all worked really hard with a lot of determination and focus, and yeah, we're really excited to perform for the audience this evening. Our foundations are classical ballet, and then we go into a more neoclassical contemporary style in tonight's show, with a little bit of Greek dancing also. And tomorrow night's show is more classical, that's in point shoes, and yeah, we have a little bit more of our ballet technique on show. So that's what we're passionate about, is expressing our emotions through movement, which I think is very special because it's a way to communicate with audiences around the world. It's not about language or anything else, it's just movement between a dancer and an audience member, and you can interpret it and feel whatever emotions come to mind when we're dancing. I think that's something that's very special about dancing in general.
The second night included the Summer Return show, which is characterized by vitality and dynamism and is divided into two parts. The first is entitled Point of No Return, music by Yorgos Komidakis and choreography by Lounis Mandavones, and the second is entitled Summer Nights, music by Hector Perlios and choreography by Konstantinos Rigosi. They belong to modern dance, deriving their vocabulary and roots from traditional classical ballet to reflect many human feelings, including love and loneliness, as well as nights of love and dreams under the light of the moon through classical romantic dances.
When I heard we are flying to Egypt to perform this piece, I was really excited about that because, you know, this is one of my dreams to come here to see around, because this is different, really different culture, and I want to see I'm so excited to see around the people, how they live, and also performing this piece, because this is my first year in this company, and I'm so excited to do that on stage, especially here in Egypt. This piece is kind of complicated. There is a lot of steps which is repetitive, and it's really hard to be together with my colleagues. But we put a lot of effort on rehearsing this piece, so I hope they can enjoy this piece today performing that.